Hey guys, James here today and welcome back to another Sims 4 room building video. Today we're doing a teen boy's bedroom. Not just any teen boy, this is Richie's room, Richie Wallet from my season's Let's Play. And this is a part of a series of room builds all about this mansion that we're building. So if you want to check out the rest of them, there is a playlist linked on screen or down below and you can check out every single room there. So now, this room was a lot of fun to do. I had so much fun with this one because the idea behind this, obviously they moved in this house after someone else lived in it and owned it. So we're sort of designing the house in that way. So the idea is that this room used to be a kid's room. It used to be some kid's room. So they have this really childish wallpaper. And for whatever reason, even though this family is super rich and they've bought this house, they didn't decide to renovate the room and make it, acceptable or like make it like normal. So Richie got shoved in this room with this awful wallpaper, and his task is he's really embarrassed by it, so he has to try and cover it up, and he does that with a bunch of posters, and that's what we're going to be doing in this video. So this is really fun, and I'll tell you more about his character as we go. But I also just want to say right at the start here, this room is the idea for this room is actually based on one of my mates who he just moved into this new house, and then like the room that he got is like this. It is like, it's got this really childish wallpaper. I think it even has like the light fixture. I think it has even like some sort of mobile. And so he's literally trying to cover it up with posters to make it not look as bad. And because I can't really do anything about it because it's like a rental place. So it's like, that's all he can do is put posters up. So I was like, you know what? That sounds like a really fun idea to do that here in the game as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, the idea with Richie, he's a teen boy. He's your typical teen boy in the sense that he's trying to be cool. He wants to be cool. He wants to fit in with the cool crowd. Trouble is, he's not. He's not the stereotypical cool, that people are like, oh my God, they're so cool. Oh, they're in a band. That's awesome. Oh my God, no way. That kind of cool. With that accent. So he's not that kind of cool, but he's pretending to be that cool because he wants to fit in. So he's trying to, he's a lame guy that, well, not lame, that's probably not the right word. He's just your ordinary guy who's dressing up, trying to be someone he's not, which by the way, you should never do. You should always be yourself because yourself is the best version of you. And my version of me is playing Sims all day and making videos. So you know what? If I pretended not to do that, then I would be cooler. Oh, damn it. I should do something. Maybe I should join a band. Oh, wait, no, we're talking about this. So his story is he actually is really into cooking. He loves cooking. He's all about it. He wants to be a chef. That's what we're going to do with him. That's his story. But he's trying to be like, he's into like bands. He's into music. So he's really trying to like learn some instruments and all that. I think we do a guitar here in his room and all that, and a microphone as well. So he's going to try to do some singing and that. So that's what he's going to do to try and fit in. And then everything else we're sort of just like covering up with posters. We're doing like this cool like band posters, music posters, movie posters, all that kind of stuff. And we even do so we do like this sort of swords and shield as well. We put that up on the wall because he's like, I don't know, maybe he's like really into, I don't know, let's say Sim of Thrones or something, or Game of Porcelain Thrones, if you will. So maybe he's like really into that. So he's got like these swords and shields or something. I don't know. He's into whatever that may be related to. Maybe Dungeons and Dragons, which incidentally is awesome. I've only ever played it once, but it was awesome. Maybe he's into that. So he has that up on the wall, and it's like, we sort of hide it behind his wardrobe, which you'll see as we get to. But yeah, we're literally covering every inch of the walls in posters as much as we can. Oh yeah, and we're trying to make him, he's pretending to be into sports as well, because that's the other stereotypical cool thing, right? It's like sports and like instruments and that. Like that's like, you're cool. Well, actually, it's got to be cool instruments, because there's a stereotypical cool instruments. Like you're cool if you play the guitar, or if you're, I guess if you sing, if you're a good singer, that's pretty cool. Or you play the drums, those like your stereotypical cool instruments. Then you have stuff like piano and, I don't know, like violin. Like, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. This is not me saying it's not cool. This is society. But here's the other thing. If you are fantastic, if you're amazing at piano or amazing at the violin, then that's cool. But I feel like the sliding scale of cool is much harder to like overcome. So basically, if you're not really great at piano, it's not cool. But if you're like sort of okay at guitar, that's still cool. You know what I mean? So like the threshold for cool, the cool factor of skill level I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but I think that's how society views it. Is that unless you're like amazing at it, amazing at piano or something like that, then it's not cool. As soon as you become amazing, then it's awesome. Yeah. So here I was trying to fit. So we got the little bay window area, and I was like, this is and I'm trying to use that sort of busking setup there that you can see because I really like it because it first of all it looks awesome, and second of all it has like this sort of cable running on the ground. Like I wish more things in the game had like cables. Like it's such a simple thing that you have in everyday life. Like I'm looking at my floor right now, covered in wires everywhere because there's so many things plugged in. But like you just don't have that in Sims, and I really like that item because it just sort of adds that mess and that sort of realism to the room. But you can see here, I'm trying to get it to fit in this place with the desk over there without it sort of intersecting with it, and it just wouldn't work. I was trying so hard. I tried so many times to get this stupid thing to fit in. Oh, by the way, how cool is that guitar as well? Like the pattern on it, I think the colors of it. I was like, that's an awesome guitar. Someone trying to be cool would totally buy that guitar, though it would probably cost a lot of money. So I decided to change it up here instead. It's kind of sad. So I had to get rid of the one that came with the cable. Instead, I just made my own with a couple of the items. We put like I guess I used this sort of stereo so it looked like an amp. Because obviously you don't have an amp, but then we just got a couple of like cases and trunks and all that because I thought that fit in quite well with that sort of theme. It seems like it could be like the instrument case or something like that. And then then we got the desk was quite funny as well. So the desk I sort of did a color as well. Like you can see it's like that sort of bright, colorful, almost childish kind of desk. I was like, maybe it came with that, and they didn't change it; they just kept it. And I also put like that sort of sports clutter on the ground as well. Like I said, he's pretending to be into sports. He's not very sporty. He's not really into it. He just wants to be cool. He's trying to be the cool kid. He wants to, get all the girls, that kind of stuff. But at heart, if he was just himself and he just did cooking like he wanted to, it'd be lovely. I mean, because if you can cook, that's a way to a heart right there. So that's his story. He's struggling to find himself. He's just very awkward. That's who he is. And that's what we're trying to do in this room. And I just love the fact that because that's his character and he's so awkward that his walls are just like this awful, like childish wallpaper. Like how awkward would that be? Like you bring over people to the house and that's your wallpaper. So now on top of that, he has to deal with that as well. Just like try and fit in. So I had so much fun building this room. There's just like a lot of little items, little details placed everywhere. So I've got his desk, I'm doing his computer. I think this is fun. I don't know if I do it here, but I get like this like cooking poster or something like that, I think. Maybe like there's a little chef. I was like, we could hint at his cooking interest by putting that on his desk, a little item. So there's like this poster that kind of looks like a cooking show maybe. I think we'll see. Oh yeah, like that. Kind of looks like some sort of cooking show because it's got like a spatula and all that. I was like, maybe he has those on his wall, but like when people come around, he sort of like covers them up. I think I put them under the desk. So maybe he's kind of just shove them under the desk for when people come around. Because that's what he really liked. And then on the wall, of course, gone for some signed like jerseys as well, or signed singlets rather. I was like, yep, it's all about the sports. He's like, yeah, this is super cool. I keep it above my computer because, it just really inspires me to be my best at sports, And I thought that was kind of cool. Maybe like a little sign that maybe he stole because he's being a bit rebellious. Again, wants to seem cool. So he's stolen some exit sign that he just keeps on his desk there. The idea was it's kind of supposed to look like it's sitting on his desk. And then, so here's finally the swords and shields that we sort of put behind. So it's there, and then maybe he like shoves his wardrobe in front of it so no one sees. I don't know. It was just like all silly stuff like that we had fun with. What else do we do in here? What else are we doing? So this room was very much supposed to feel, like a lived-in room, especially I think with all those posters and like not like and that sort of wardrobe that's like sort of off alignment as well. I had a lot of fun with. I was gonna do more. More of that wallpaper, but then I was like, no, I think it's probably better if we do like a colored wall that would match along with that wallpaper. So they've got this sort of like lighter green wall that we can use. Oh yeah, this is what we do. I forgot about that. So we use this like puzzle piece flooring, which by the way, that flooring is designed to be pulled up really easily in real life. Like it just lays on top of the flooring. But the story behind this room is whoever previously had this place like glued it down. So it's like stuck on the floor. So then he's like, oh God, okay. So I got to try and he's like got rugs to put over it. So his room is covered in rugs and you get like these little hints and elements of that floor like sneaking through here and there. And so you can see it like in certain places, but for the most part, it's kind of covered. But the elements are there. So let's jump into the game and have a quick look at it too. So I think next to the reject child's bedroom, this is probably my second favorite in terms of it being funny and just having fun with it. The room that is a child's room covered up to look like a teen boy's room who's trying to be cool, who isn't actually cool. Well, the stereotypical cool. He's into cooking. He wants to be a chef. So I had so much fun decorating this room, putting all the posters on the wall, and I think it looks awesome. Like, I think doesn't that look really, really fun? So over here, we got this sort of dresser over here. They even got like a photo of him in like a sports team or something, winning a trophy. And then we got like all the sort of like sports paraphernalia on the floor there, backpack. And then on this side is the other set of wardrobe that is sort of pushed forward to hide the swords and shield behind, as well. Just we also got a future cube because he thinks future cubes are cool, but they're not. Then the hidden posters underneath the desk, just down there, and we got the puzzle floor, which you can see sort of sneaking through in a few little locations around the room. It's mostly covered up. He did his best job, but that's as good as he could do. So this is Richie's room. And it was so much fun to make this. It was so much fun. But yeah, so if you want to download this, it is linked in the description. You can download the room, or you can download the entire house if you want to do so. But that is it for this one. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. But I will see you next time, and have an awesome day.